Hello everyone and welcome to ReviloPlays Ori and the Will of the Wisps. We have of course moved on from Ori and the Blind Forest. So this is the sequel, came out this year. And I'm not sure how long the prologue's going to be. Let's just delete the file that I made to check that the game ran. So my assumption is we'll probably have a fairly lengthy opening prologue, as we did in Ori and the Blind Forest. Very much orange is the impression I'm getting at the moment. Already, I mean, the backgrounds seem to be like more layered even than they were. Like Ori and the Blind Forest is already a incredibly good looking game, but this one definitely does look better from a fidelity standpoint. I can immediately climb walls, which is something that we had to learn. We shall always remember the day when new life came to Nibel. Did we nick one of the eggs? We've just stolen a little baby owl for ourselves. We named her Ku. Adorable. Just chilling out, being a family, eating fruit, living the good life. Please say I get to control the owl. Damn it. Just 1 second. I wanted to control the owl. Where'd they go? Some kind of a surprise? Is it my birthday or something? Oh, we're going to watch this owl jump off of here and hit the ground, probably. Why didn't the owl get any fruit? There we go. Wants my fruit. I thought I was just going to lob it. Be like, if you want it, go get it. This is nice, isn't it? The orange leaves. Autumn in the older... What I suppose is no longer a blind forest. It's now a sighted forest. Is the point of this prologue just to show us how happy everything is? The sky called to her. Well, it would. Bad wing, though. Like a Nemo kind of situation. Gumo and Naru heard it too. What? They're not birds. Go on. Go on, you can do it. You can do it. Take flight. Yes. Just go round and round in circles. What we need is a How to Drain Your Dragon prosthetic situation going on. Wow. That's a seriously sad owl. I feel terrible for that owl. Especially seeing as I spent so long, like, flying around with a feather. You know? I only needed one large feather. That owl's got 1.5 wings and can't even fly. Oh, I had to press a button. I thought I'd pressed a button. The answer lay in the past. Why can't I just... I'll carry you. In the past? Well, that's no good to us, is it? We can't get it back. I understand. Her mother's final gift. Cool. Ropes. Going to be some swinging on some ropes in this one, I think. I'm all for that. Love swinging on a rope. It's one of the best video game activities is swinging on a rope. I told you, the feather. Look. I mean, should I just... Is it not just kind of showing off just to like glide in? Like, look, it's easy. Come on. I mean, what are they going to do? Just sort of jam it on there? Just stick it in? Just like stab it in her shoulder? Maybe just a bit of PVA glue. That's the problem, isn't it, when you're doing these projects? You've never got the right kind of glue. You know? You're sitting there at home watching, I don't know, fucking Smart or Blue Peter or whatever you're watching. You're trying to put together a crafts project. And then they say, now just get your PVA glue. Who's got that? Who's got PVA glue on hand? Maybe this guy can produce glue? I'll be honest, I'm not sure this is how feathers work. Like, I'm not... You just tie it on. I'm no expert on birds. I get to control the owl. This is the best day. This is the best day there's ever been. I can't go this way. Look at me go. Look at me go. Look at me glide. Oh, I'm magnificent. Together on new wings. Ah. The sky was within reach. Well, I mean, this much of the sky is within reach. This is how high I can go. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. But I can't do anything else. Was I not supposed to come up here? Was I supposed to go down here? Glide down. Like, don't get me wrong. It's kind of it's nice. Go on again. Yeah, there we go. Now we've taken. Okay, no, we've not taken flight. Shockingly, tying the feather on did work. Wow, this owl's a fast learner. Maybe that's how it is. You'd have to consult an ornithologist, which I am not. I make no claim to be an ornithologist. So, you know, take with a pinch of salt. But I just don't know how. I don't know that strapping a feather to a broken wing would like mean that bird could fly within minutes. Ori's like, dude, you didn't tell me we were just going to literally fuck off from home forever. Like, I thought we were just going on like a sojourn. Maybe just like a joyride of some kind. Yeah, I was like, nope, I hate it here. I'm completely done with this place. I want to go to the beach. I want to fly towards this ruined-looking tree because we haven't had enough ruined trees in our life. You know, I mean, like, Ori saved her part of the forest. I don't really understand why we need to get ourselves all caught up in another adventure. I mean, this is actually incredible. This is like separated by the storm. Our story began. Oh, we're separated? Damn. That was a fantastically directed opening cinematic, in my opinion. Possibly the power of which was actually diminished somewhat by my nattering over it. But I'm sure if you want to watch it without somebody nattering over it, that's available on YouTube. Or, of course, you know, if you buy the game, or perhaps you have access to the Xbox Game Pass, wherein the game is already included. We're in a marsh. We have no way of dealing with enemies. I don't know why I went left, if I'm honest with you. I mean, you'd think that the natural way to go would be right, wouldn't you? But, like, we haven't actually, you know, we've been fine so far. Collect a life orb. You have to use those to restore Ori's life, which is good to know. Because, of course, that's not completely different to the first game. Oops. All of the saturation seems different. You know, like, there's like a different kind of tone. Do I need to go? I don't want to go straight to the lunar pools, do I? Surely not. I feel I may have made a grave error coming this way. But I've not been stopped, so... And, like, that's going to give us an extra life thing, so it's not a total waste. Okay. That's something we're definitely going to need an ability for. So we've now... I mean, to be fair, I predicted pretty immediately that I shouldn't have gone right. I shouldn't have gone left. I should have gone right because, of course, this is a platformer. And since time immemorial, since we first loaded up 1-1 on the original Super Mario Bros., we have been programmed to run from the left to the right. But the thing is, look, on Mario 1-1, Mario starts over the left-hand side of the level. And there's a lot of space to the right. There's also a Goomba and some bricks. So it tells you to go that way. The way that Ori is done is that the camera is always centered on Ori. So you don't actually have... I know, I'm making excuses. I kind of just... It's my natural tendency to always go the way that I don't think is the critical path. Because then, like, I don't want to get locked out of finding some cool thing. I mean, it doesn't really matter how much time you spend with Moon Studios games. you're never not in awe of just how incredibly beautiful they are. I mean, look at this. Look at the lighting. Unbelievable. They are truly some of the most artistically talented developers. There's a real, I think, there's a clear art direction that goes on. Oh, okay, I can hit stuff. Very cool. Should I go kill this enemy? I see now that it did actually add something to the little HUD at the bottom to tell me that my X button now does something. Oh, look at this guy. Squark! What are you now? Not a Moki, clearly. Not even from Newen, are you? I'm kind of trying to think about what... Excuse me if that made noise when I hit the microphone. I'm trying to think what his voice would sound like based on those voice lines. Not even from Newen, are you? I visited most lands near and far and not seen your kind. Come from across the water, maybe? Oh, it's much deeper than that. Well, whatever you are, I'm Talk. A wanderer in these parts. The better parts, at least. I'm taking shelter from that storm myself. But if you're thinking of going further, you'll have to get through that spirit gate over there. You need 2 keystones. I happen to have one in my bag. And there's another in the cave to the west. But acquiring it is a job for someone more nimble than myself. What do you say? I mean, I'm nimble. Oh, I've got one. That's good, isn't it? I mean, yeah. If there's anything... You know, I'm nimble. I'm in Nibel, the forest. But I'm nimble. I'm the nimblest of Nibel. This is pretty satisfying to hit enemies, which is a good sign because probably one of my main complaints with the first game is that fighting enemies just isn't very fun or satisfying, particularly. We can get through here. Ooh, a scary monster. Whoa! Whoa, it hits back! Oh, wow. I suppose that also probably means that because, like, if there's more combat abilities for Ori, probably means that there'll also be more difficult combat encounters with enemies. But, like, that's fine. I don't mind something being difficult. I don't mind them being deadly. The problem was they just weren't that satisfying to actually fight. And so they just were more of a hindrance to having fun than anything. I say that like it was like a terrible thing I hated the whole way through. I mean, I didn't mind it. But definitely the main area of improvement in my mind that needed to be made was combat. So, and hopefully, based on the small experience that we've had so far, I think they've probably done that. Because swinging that torch around felt pretty nice. Oh, I've died. We've taken a death. Oh, it saved for me when I picked that up. That's a good point. Is the save system the same? Very good point that I've just made. I've just raised a very interesting conversation. Oh, there we go. Ah, you're back. And is that a keystone I see? Here's one more for your trouble. I am ever a bird of my word. Well, bird is the word. Bird. Bird is the word. Now I can continue my wanderings through Nywan's lost wonders before we lose any more. And you can carry on with whatever it is you're doing. Good luck. Well, good luck to you too, my fellow traveling companion. And thank you very much for the keystone. Where was the door? Was the door up here? Wow, that thing's scary. Good lord. Hey, there's like a little animation now where he throws the keystones into the door. That's pretty neat. Whoop. Okay. Yep. I was right. It's scary. Run away. We have no combat ability. Ori, run for your life. Oh my. Ori, please. Please run faster. Oh. Pick up the torch. Hit it. Yes. Go to town. Go ham on the... Okay, big boss fights. This is kind of new. This is kind of new. How do we... It kind of takes up the whole screen. Not quite sure where we're supposed to go. And like, does it take away health when it hits you? At this bit? I hope not. Okay, here we go. Let's move back. Oh, okay, that hurt. I think. How do I... Okay, I can't go through it because it hurts me. So I just need to bait out an attack. Hit its face. Back off. Bait out an attack. Wait for my opening. Hit its face. Back off, back off, back off, back off. Okay, no, it got me. It got me with its jewels. Back off. We've hit it. It's still a lot of health left. But I mean, it was going to take a long time to whittle it down, wasn't it? To be perfectly honest with you. We got an achievement, close call. I fended off Howl. That's Howl. I imagine probably an Allen Ginsberg reference. So, yep. I dare say all of the bosses are probably going to be named after famous collections of poetry. Howl's Den. Oh, wonder who lives here. Could also be a reference to Howl's Moving Castle. We did have the Valley of the Wind in the previous game. I mean, of course, I am purposefully being obtuse and ignoring the fact that Howl's a wolf. Which probably explains the name better than anything else. But is it really fun to be that way? To point out the obvious? I don't know. Maybe it is. Pretty nice tree. Oh, you know what Ori's like when she sees a sparkly tree. She wants to suck that motherfucker dry. She's like an addict. She's an addict for the light. She just needs her fit. You know, she's been like getting clean with her new family. And oh, look, she's just been pulled back in. God. So if that's Howl, then I guess like if Howl is the Ginsberg of this situation, then I suppose I'm the William S. Burroughs, the hopeless junkie. Naru and Gumo sought through the night. Yeah, you can't just leave. Honestly, it's the owl's fault. They can't be trusted, those pesky owls. What's going on with these two? Like, are they just are they friends? Is there romantic involvement? They're like, of course, look at the birds. Well, that explains everything. Ori finally wakes up after a huge bender. Just very close to ODing, sucked the whole tree dry. Wakes up, doesn't know where she is. Just wondering if these things are even real. You're not like the others. The Shrieker, the Howler. In you shines an ancient light. The tree remembered. It knowed. It glowed. Definitely a hallucination. It has shared its memory with you. Spirit Edge. You gained a new ability. Hold LT to assign it to X, Y, or B and unleash combo attacks. X it is. That feels like the thing for the what looks like a sword. Now use the light. We want to see. All right, let me whack you with it then. Ooh, very cool. I'm like some kind of forest Jedi. Fantastic stuff. Let me through. Let me through. Yes. Oh, I'm on a tear. Don't even know if these... You know, I mean, I know that that's an enemy because it's a game. And of course it is. And also has like a red glow around it. Does Ori know? Ori's... I mean, I suppose Ori does know because she kind of went through an entire adventure where these things relentlessly tried to kill her. The trauma that must lead to. You know, you just... Literally anything that doesn't look like you probably just take as an enemy. Not trying to excuse any kind of prejudice, of course. I'm just saying that in Ori's case, I think that some level of PTSD is probably understandable. Like, she's been through a lot, is what I'm saying. Okay. I love the way just like everything moves. I know it's, you know, just everything just has like a real presence to it. When you land on the platform, it moves. It makes Ori feel like she has weight. You know, if you're bouncy. If you're an aspiring game developer, you could do a hell of a lot worse than to look at Moon Studios for game feel. The light listens to you. You must be a spirit after all. We Moki thought all the spirits had gone from no one. Gone away. So long, spirits. These guys are great. You seek someone. We know a finder. The great one. Great and mossy. Not usually two things that you hear together. Go to the Guardian of the Marsh. Quolock will help you find your way. Which one's Quolock? Talk to Quolock. Oh, that is Guardian of the Marsh. I thought like Quolock was one of them, and Quolock was going to help me find the Guardian of the Marsh. But no. Quolock is the Guardian of the Marsh. And the Moki think that he can help me find Ku. So I'm going to find Quolock. I'm going to get 200 gold things. Well, that seems like what we're doing then, doesn't it? What happens if I break this? I just get some stuff. I still don't know what it's called. Spirit points? I don't know. Like, you know, we did have a complaint last time, which I think probably still maintains true. Still probably holds true. Is that like sometimes there's so many like particle effects and the light going on in this game that you can lose track of your enemy or like what's going on. But I mean, of course, beyond it just being so wonderful to actually look at, the way Ori's animations are, the way things move, and all of that, it's just got like a real tactile feel to it. A lot of feedback from the environment and from the player and everything, from the player model. So yeah, I mean, if you're an aspiring game dev, you could definitely do a lot worse than to look to Moon Studios for that kind of stuff, in my opinion. And it sort of feels... I need to get back and then go up. What's that up here? Is that like a save point or something? Or did I just miss something? There's something up there, but I can't get to it yet. Oh, I can, of course. I can just break through that. I am such a dummy. You gained a new spirit shard. Orbs float to Ori from further away. Perfect. It sort of like feels reductive to just talk about how pretty this game is, or same with the first game, I must admit. But it is difficult to ignore. And of course, that is the first thing you see when you turn the game on. And I'm sure the artists and developers at Moon Studios take pride in the work that they've put into the visuals of the game. But, you know, you can't make a good game based on visuals alone. And I think the developers understand that because it's a solid foundation. It also feels like there's some self-awareness in terms of understanding what held the first game back in certain respects. This combat is much more engaging. It seems a small difference, I suppose, like just swinging what's essentially a sword instead of shooting sort of little sprites, little sparks around. But it may also just be a personal preference. Like I'm more of a melee person in a lot of when you've got games where like you've got ranged and melee options. I think there's the simplicity and a tactility to hitting things with a sword in a video game that kind of works, or any kind of melee weapon. But it also just sort of affords you more options. So you can down slice, you can up slice. You've got combos, you can go either way. As opposed to the previous game where you just had to hit X a number of times until something died. I mean, you've just got to hit X a number of times until something dies in this one too, but I think I'm explaining a concept. I think I'm trying to verbalize a concept which probably everybody listening is already aware and already has some experience with. I didn't read that. Sticky. Does that mean I can just hold on to how can I find out what that was? Nope, these are just achievements. I didn't read what that said. Something about sticky. It's not like a certain ability. It's just something to do with sticking on walls, I think. Probably just a passive. I mean, the other thing that I found, where the orbs float to me, that was a passive. So I think maybe we just like slide down walls slightly slower. I really like the noise that Ori makes when that flip. That sort of. It's a good noise. I wonder how they made that. That's something I sort of wonder about with development of these things. What the Foley artists are actually doing. Can I cut through these? No. What are the Foley artists doing to get the noises that are required? Some of them are really good that you get. Sometimes you can see things that are... No? I thought that was going to do it. To be honest with you, I thought... Yep, I really thought that just putting this on here was what was required. We might have to come back to this. Okay, that's going to require the stomp. I see. There's a lever which is probably going to put the lift down, but we needed to put the brick on the lift. Because we need the brick to stop the laser. Video games. Just going to take a quick check over here. Have we been this way? We haven't. We found a spirit well. And I remember what they were called because we used one at the end of the last game. The light from the wells runs all through Newhan. It joins, it heals. It heals? Did the last ones do that? Maybe they did. Also, you don't need to tell me about spirit wells, alright? It's in my first rodeo. Jeez. Condescending. Just mansplaining spirit wells to me. Moki-splaining. Is that what they were called? Moki? Alright, here we go. Oh, okay, that was a bit of some weird physics going on. And nailed it. Give me that keystone, please. I feel we've already been told about keystones, but keystones are used to open spirit gates. Different spirit gates may require a different number of keystones. You know, we have actually been told that. We do know that. We had a nice friend give us one. He was pretty clear about the whole thing. I sort of like that they've just given us double jump immediately. It's kind of one of those abilities that, like, it's okay, I think, to withhold it in the first game, but like to keep it back for such a long time in the second game would be somewhat irritating, because the level of complexity that you can have in the level design and stuff like that just would be naturally limited without it. I'm not sure where I need to go now. There was definitely a door, but surely we're going to need more than one spirit. Keystone, sorry. We've definitely been here, because that's been taken. Let's just go back to the spirit door. Spirit gate. Sorry. Do apologize. I believe it was this way. I'm gonna stick one in. This is where it was, right? Nope, this is where we got the double jump ability. You've got a map, Forehead? Stick and climb on walls. Feels like we actually could already do that. There's the gate, and it shows us, of course. Nope. Yeah, spirit gate. And I guess that shows us that it's got 2 slots. Keystone. I mean, there's a keystone right above it. All right. Back up we go then. Is this like the path that we've come? It's pretty cool. We haven't got the means to get back up there. So we have to go the long way around. Okay, so now let's work out. It may be that we have to go up. Oh no, we have to keep going right. Get back up. We just chose the wrong direction. Oh, we went this way. We needed to keep going. Give me the health, please. I see. I was kind of a bit concerned about going too far away from our goal, but actually I was going towards our goal. My instincts were correct. Need to learn to trust myself. Of course, there's the bone bridge, which is breakable. Maybe this thing can break it if it hits it enough times. Ow. Maybe don't stand in the way. It doesn't appear to doesn't appear that it's gonna break it, even if it hits over and over again. So, oh, we've got the double jump, so we can now do something with this platform. I understand. And the other keystones right there, hiding in plain sight. Throw those keystones in. Let me in. I kind of like how these are actually like assets, and you can get through the door even when it's not open. I feel like a lot of games that would just be an animation where you get like locked out. But it's kind of nice that they, again, makes the world feel quite alive, quite tactile. How close are we to finding Ujma Flip? Honestly, miles away. Absolutely miles away. What is this? That's Lupo. Who the hell's Lupo? All right, tell you what. Let's go talk to this Gorlek Ore. This game seems like it's gonna have a lot more to it than the previous game. Let's go talk to Lupo, find out who that is, and then we'll call it a day for this episode, I think. Because it seems like it's probably going to take us a little bit longer to get to the Guardian of the Marsh. Whoa, what was that? Interesting. Appear to have some extra moves. Oh, we can get through here? Give me the extra life. Thank you very much. Okay. Lupo, we're coming, buddy. Whoever you are. Wrong way. We've gone the wrong way. Focus on the task that we've assigned ourselves. There'll be time for exploration later. I thought we could get back up there. I didn't realize that we'd have to go. Wait, get out of the purple goo. Wait. Is that more void juice? Is that the same purple goo as in Mario Maker? Depending on when this video comes out. In fact, almost definitely when this video comes out, that is not going to make any sense. So that's more to do with... Are you a spirit? Then tremble, spirit. You stand before Mock the Brave. It's not very convincing, I know. But I am brave. Or I would be, with a trophy. A trophy like a howl skull. Or just a fang, if that's too heavy. I heard the Howler fight it to the east. Maybe it dropped one. There's side... Friends, there are side quests. What is happening? What is happening? My mind is being blown. The scope of this sequel is just tremendously expanded. Oi! And I gotta say, I'm here for it. I may recant that because I am somebody that gets pretty tired of like lots and lots of side quests and fetch quests and things, but like we'll see. I'm hoping that they'll keep the core of the Metroidvania platformer style going. Let me absorb the light. As I was saying, it's to do with the order that I'm recording things is not necessarily going to be the order that I'm releasing them, so that Mario Maker reference may not make sense to anybody. You've gained a new ability. Hold LT to assign it to X, Y, or B, and spend energy to recover life. All right. We can have that on B. Didn't actually need to do any, but that's pretty helpful. Like you've just got a flat heal that you can always use, so your energy becomes your life. Pretty helpful. All right, Lupo's right above us. We're going to talk to Lupo, just because that was what we said we wanted to do. Well, that looks like a scary place to be. Hey, Lupo. Well, Lupo's cheerful. Greetings, traveler. I'm Lupo, map maker extraordinaire. Quite the storm that passed through. Made my maps a little soggy, so I'll give you half off, agreed? After all, rumor has it you're looking for a friend. And what's better for finding things than a map? Why can't you just be my friend? I've already found you. And you seem kind of nice. I like the way your... Is that your ears or your hair? You know what? Don't tell me. I like the mystery. Care to purchase a map of these fine fens for 50 spirit light? Well, I'll tell you what, I will, and that's mostly because it's pretty cheap. You seem nice, and you just told me what spirit light was. Much obliged. You're quite welcome, Lupo. I mean, I am a little bit offended that, like, rather than offering to be my friend, you were like, well, I could probably point you in the direction of someone who'd be your friend. Like, obviously, I don't want to be your friend. There's danger in a name, friend. Oh, he called me friend. So glad I talked to him again. Say, for instance, the name of this place, Inkwater Marsh. Oh, yeah. I tried using some of that water to draw my maps, and, well, waste of good paper, that. Huh. Lupo. That's classic Lupo, that is. I mean, possibly an anticlimax to end the episode on. But you know what? I think Lupo deserves it. We've made a friend. He's a map maker extraordinaire. So thank you for tuning into the first episode of Ori and the Will of the Wisps. I'm excited for the adventure that we're going to go on together. And I hope you are too. So please click the buttons underneath the video. Subscribe if you want to see more, and I'll catch you next time.